Night log, South Garage, level 4, unofficial record. They'll get the other version tomorrow. Compliance visit. No incidents. Cameras live, door secure. Everybody did their job. That's the story they like. This one's for whoever finds it after they're done with me. You're probably watching this from someplace quiet. Daylight, maybe? Or, out there, it's just concrete and bad lighting. In here, it's toys, phones, backpacks. They'll call personal effects, right? Once they scrub the footage. People don't walk away and forget these things. Not on purpose. See, they called last week. Enforcement partners. Didn't say which 3 letters were on the back of their jackets. They didn't have to. They showed up with checklists and travel mugs. Like it was another shift. One of them asked where he could plug up his phone for the operation. The operation. They wanted access logs, plate numbers, wanted to know who stayed late, who looked like a risk. I told myself, all right, I'm keeping the campus safe. That's what it says in the brochure, right? Security, protection. Be the good guy in the blue shirt. Thought if I followed the rules and kept my head down, they'd never come for me or mine. Right? But then you hear bad elements enough times. And start seeing criminals where there's just people trying to get home. Moms with car seats in the back. Students with reusable bags. Textbooks spilling out into the EV bay. Because they thought they'd be right back. Sometimes on slow nights, I walk the rows, check the locks, trade jokes with late shift folks. They'd even leave me coffee on my desk, wave at the camera. They tell their kids, he's the one who makes sure we're safe. Same camera, same keys. Different kind of safe tonight, though. And I still printed out the list they wanted. Allowed them in, unlocked the doors. I killed the cameras in the places they told me to. Operational security. See, that's what they called it when they asked me to kill that camera right over there by the elevator. I sat in this chair and listened. Then I heard screaming in the stairwell, boots on the steps, voices on radios barking out codes that I had never learned. Then somebody's gun went off down there. I heard it echo all the way up through the concrete. I heard the thuds when they put people on the ground. Heard a woman begging them to stop. They'll file it as no resistance. Because that's easier than writing, we chased the whole community down into a stairwell. Students, parents, folks coming off of double shifts, We funneled them into corners with no cameras and called it procedure. They brought a box. When they were done, this right here, lost and found from the sweep. That's what they called it. They dumped everything in here and they said they sort it when they get upstairs, right? Backpacks, phones, papers, and an ID card, face down. I heard them on that landing and told myself it wasn't my job. Told myself I was just a guy at the desk. Then I flipped over the card. Lucia Johnson. Emergency contact Robert Johnson. My sister. The one who said this place was a fresh start. New school, new job. We're safe here now. She texted me earlier before all this went down. She said she was working late. She was parking by the steps, by the stairs, so I wouldn't have far to walk when I got off. I saw her text. Then I turned my phone over and went back to complying. I picked the job over her. Over every one of them. See, we keep thinking it won't be our address. It won't be our stairwell, right? It won't be our family in the box. We tell ourselves it only happens to other people. To illegals. The folks who must have done something, right? To towns on the news. To people whose names we can't even pronounce. We don't picture the stairwell outside of our office. Our kids' school. Our sister's night shift. I thought following the rules made me safe. Made her safe. She went right out that door with the others. They used my keys, my cameras, my signature to chase a whole community into a concrete corner. To brutalize them. To haul them off to whatever processing center they vanish into. And whatever they did out of frame, I helped them dim the lights. That's the truth you're here for, right? Not the press release. Not the press release. This version. Every second of what they did, I copied. It's already on its way out. Off these monitors, out of this office, somewhere where they can't erase it with a keystroke. Where you are, it might still be tonight. Maybe you got the TV on mute, scrolling past a headline about a multi-agency operation. Here, They've already swept through. The report's already drafted. The talking points are already approved. Hell, maybe they're watching this upload right now in some office, tracking my badge number and deciding which box to tick next. Non-essential personnel. This is it. No write-up, no second shift, just this. If you're watching this, you already know what they did here tonight. Now you know what I did too. This is South Garage, after a compliance visit on a campus that calls itself a safe place. This is what it sounds like when the man at the desk stops cooperating. End of vlog.